So it is Thursday, March 4th, 2021, and I'm going to do my recap. Bad day again. Bad day, bad day. It hurts. Fucking hurts, man. God damn it. 10:25. I'm done. It's done like a few minutes ago. I'm up 1,067. Uh, but man, I missed so much. I was down again, $800. Oh, it's fuck, man. I missed, I missed so many trades. I didn't let the trades run. I got out of trades early. I mean, it could have been a great day. It should have been. Not it could have, it should have been a great day. So it's another day of underperforming and another day from coming back from, being down. This is the first day of March, down 1,500, 1,600. Made it all the way back. Second day, okay, I made, then I gave it back. Yesterday, I was down 1,500, up 1,500, 1,400, and today down 800, up 1,000, 7,050, it's 1,067. As you can see from my broker, I don't know why there's a discrepancy there, but yeah. Mm. So upset. So upset. Should be grateful. I'm green. It's going good. Kinda, relatively good. About 3,500 bucks for the month, for the week and the month. So cannot complain about that. Profit factor a bit over 150, not the best. Average losing trade maybe going a little bit down today, but just not. I'm not happy. I'm just not happy. I'm not fucking happy because I just keep making these mistakes. Let's get into the trades. I made an old timer mistake today. I was making these mistakes today. Nothing crazy, just one NIL I should have cut earlier. It cost me a little bit more than what it should have. There we go. So we're gonna go to okay. So Riot was my first trade. I mean, this was an amazing trade. Amazing trade. Why? Because Playbook Trade, their support at L4. If there's a big gap down, there's support at L4, and then it's gonna gap up. So what I saw is a big discrepancy in what was happening with Riot and MRA. What I saw in MRA was this, and I was about to short it because I saw how Riot pulled back first. What I saw in MRA was this, pullback, and then it was gapping up, right? It just broke the daily open, and I had a breakout. So at that moment, I thought, hey, there's a discrepancy here. Playbook trade, right? It is right at L4 with this big sell off in the 1 minute candle. I'm going to go long. So I went long 1,000 shares. I went long 46.18. So right over here, and then 46.50. And wow, I got out at 46.58. Fucking terrible. Terrible. Why did I get out? Reason two for exit. Your guess is as good as mine. There's no reason why I should have gotten out. It didn't reach my target. Which should have been the daily open at least at a bare minimum daily open. So fuck, I mean that would have been already there, $1,000, right there, right? Daily open should have been my target, or at least like my first partial, and yeah. So that didn't get there. Obviously I got out, so shit, I was up like I don't know, like $200, something like that. Then fuck, man. What did I do then? Yeah. So I sold here. Then I bought PLTR. Why did I buy PLTR? I was looking, this setup is just not working anymore. Or at least recently it's just not working these past few days. I was looking for a 1 minute opening range breakout. Why? I mean, these days the setup hasn't been working. So I was being cautious about it, you know. So, but it looked kind of okay. It was between R4 and R5. Playbook setup didn't work, but why did I go along? It's because NIO, from the same sector, was gapping up, and Plug was the other example where this did happen. Hammer, bit of a pullback, a breakout. So I thought that we were going to see that follow through in PLTR. It didn't happen. No big deal. I stopped out 24.73. So right even before this, the low of this candle, what was that $120 loss? Not a big deal. Then I went short in IO, and this was a big deal because I was trying to anticipate. This is my mistake. I was trying to anticipate a pullback because it didn't make much sense to me that this stock was just like gapping up dramatically while PLTR is coming down and all that stuff, right? So I went short 41.85, so right over here. And what I should have done is wait for a pullback. I should have waited for a green candle, and I just didn't wait for a red candle. Sorry, I didn't wait for a red candle. I was going short off of green candles and shit. Look, I got stopped out with the 50 cents. I literally got stopped out almost at the high of day. So again, for my hard stop, I mean, it's shit. I had to have this hard stop. The problem wasn't the hard stop. I mean, my stop should have been 42.06. That should have been my stop. The problem is that I just didn't execute well. And so then I went short again, 42.10. So really good short over here. Got stopped out. My top should have been probably this high. Didn't let it get that far. 33 cents loss. But look, all the movement that happened here later. And the same thing happened with plug, man. I went short plug. Way too early, didn't I? I went short plug way too early. 44.42. Which is not too bad, but still, I didn't go on a red candle. Like, wow, this would have been a great entry right over here. Or right over here. That would have been good, but I didn't wait for the confirmation. Got stopped out, 40 cents. I was down like $800. So I'm like, fuck, man, again, dude, fuck. However, okay, so then I go short again, and then I go short. And I go short, wow, right at the candle over here, at the first red candle. I was looking at the volume bars to see if there was one that was, bigger than the other ones and that can give me like an entry point, but that didn't really come. So yeah, that was a good entry for Riot right over here. But yeah, I got in, got out 44.27. I mean, wow. If I was just patient, right? What happened today is that I didn't obey my targets, man. And obviously, these playbook trades are a bit difficult because I'm trying to get a reversal and I'm already getting stopped out. But I have to have, I just have to have a target. I have to enter every trade with a target because what's the fucking point of just entering with small scalps? There's no point. That's not a winning strategy for me. Mostly I've lost money like that. So then the moment where it does work, I just get out. And I missed out on all of this fucking move. Then I went short PLTR. Why did I go short PLTR? Well, obviously plug started to pull back and IO started to pull back. And this, you see this breakout over here, very weak. There's not a lot of momentum in this breakout, immediate rejection. So I went short 24.80 right over here. It seems like it right over here. I sat through some, a pullback here, but it wasn't too much. I wasn't really too worried. I didn't see if it got up, if it got above 25.08, okay, I would have been up. Maybe it's time to exit, but this is not a great breakout point, especially when NIO and plug are pulling back. So, what should I have done here? I should have added, man. I should have added to this position. Should have added another 1,000, 2,000 shares after seeing this big rejection and the momentum in the other stocks. But did I do that? I absolutely didn't. So I went short. I went short Riot, but we'll cover that in a second. I went short Riot. My initial target was at least this, but then I wanted to really see it all the way down to R3. So I took 300 shares at 24.50, which was target number one. And then I mismanaged again, dude. I mismanaged. I 24.40. So I took off some more here, which was a mistake. And then the last mistake was here. Just, I parceled some more around here, which was okay. Not really. Yeah, not really, man. Then my last exit was 24.40, so right almost at the highs here. And then you could ask, say, well, why don't you add again? It's like it's risk to reward. It doesn't make sense, to add again. It's good if you're catching the move from up here. I know there was, profit to make, but I was just feeling comfortable with that. And look at this big, pullback. Like you never know. So like that pullback could have happened here, could have happened here. It happened, in a more reasonable place. Maybe this is a good maybe entry point over here at R4. That could be a good entry point. But I'm not gonna trade anymore. I'm already out of focus. I don't want to trade anymore. I'm on tilt. I'm upset. I don't want to trade. But then yeah, my winning trade of the day was Riot. This one was a good trade. Didn't follow through with everything, but okay, let's see what happens. So I went short Riot at 47.55. So right around what time was it? 45. So over here, I went short right over here. The short was for the break of the daily open. Why? Well, it just seemed very weak. Big gap down, pulled back up. Not really, not a lot of strength. Big rejection. As you see, like this consolidation over here, these three candles, you basically have like three shooting stars in a row. So I went short. Maybe I should have went a little bit heavier. But whatever. Went short with 1,000 shares. Let's see where I profited. I covered 246.85. Why? Because it was a little bit you never know. It's still gapped up. It is sometimes a tough ask of a stock that is gapping down to just come back all the way like it did today. And look, now it's pulling back. So cover 200 here, but then I wanted to let the rest get all the way down to my target. So well, I covered actually 400 shares really quickly. You see, today I underperformed, man. Today I really underperformed. I wasn't open. I wasn't following my targets. I wasn't letting the trades play out. Okay, the rest I did cover at L4, but then I got out too, and the stock was very weak, and there could have been more momentum, and yeah, I covered the rest at 45.96, so around here. Went short again. This time 600 shares right over here, right 1003. So right over here was too weak, and then I didn't even let that play out a lot. I covered, exited, for I don't know, it was like $200 and change, or something like that, with 600 shares, which is after seeing this move, could have been like at least $1,000 or $600 or whatever. Risk to reward, yeah, I really, really, really underperformed today in every sense. Again, coming back from, this is interesting, man. Maybe I should take, I don't want to. Once I'm done, I'm doing my reviews. I don't want to trade anymore. I'm done. What can I say? I mean, this is, we have tomorrow still. I'm above my daily goal, which I'm trying to increase. Trying to make like $500 a day. Trying to increase that, because I am letting my winners, my winners, be longer and stuff. Although today that wasn't the case. So I'm $1,000 already up my kind of. I don't want to talk about daily goal because some days are going to be great, some days are not going to be great. Yesterday I was practicing a little bit, and I went back to I chose random day in March 2018, and fuck, there was like no stocks to trade that day basically. So maybe because of COVID, the pandemic, so many people trading, so many opportunities right now. But this is not the norm. There are some times where there's just nothing to do in the market. So setting a daily goal like that is just, yeah, I couldn't agree with that. I could like last month. I mean, last month I had I think I had 3 winning weeks and 1 red week. I think, but in 1 week I made the bulk of almost all my money. So it's stupid to it is stupid to just put a goal like that. What I should be focusing on is good trades. Playbook trades, trades hitting the target. Tight risk management, all that stuff. So yeah, this week I was up like 2,300, gave it all back. This week was the week that I made like $6,800, which is really good. The 15th, I don't know why I didn't trade. I was Martin Luther King Day. Yeah. But this week I was also up, and this week I started bad, but I closed up, green. Not by much, by $1,000, I think, but yeah. So you cannot really, and the same thing with January, which January was my worst month. I mean, Yeah, I was on vacation, etc., etc. But kind of like the same thing. I mean, let's see. First week, red week. Second week, I mean, this is obviously a green week. Third week, red week, and the last week it was going red, and then I had three plus $1,000 days that literally saved my month. So better not to set goals like that. Better to focus on the small objectives. Better to focus on. Better to focus on. January just really dragged me down. If you look at February, starting February, my stats are much better. I'm above my quote unquote daily goal. Profit factor is not there yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, 150. It's just not great, and it's not that great because I'm just making so many mistakes in the beginning of the day. You know, every single day this week I'm just coming back from behind, man. Probably from last week too. I mean, this what this means to me is that I'm gonna have it's gonna come when I'm gonna just start nailing it from the beginning. Those days are gonna come again. It's just a matter of time, right? But okay, this day started bad and whatever, but this day, okay, it was good. Started green, whatever. Since then, okay, another green day, but this day almost down terribly, down and up. Like fuck, man. Can I just focus a little bit? I have my fruit shake. Can I fucking focus a little bit and take good trades right at the gate? Do I have to? Does everything have to be a loser, man? Can't. So I guess my goal for today was patience. I didn't really exercise that. So the same goal is going to be for tomorrow. Is going to be being patient. It's going to be my other goal for tomorrow again. Be patient. Wait for the setups to play out. Yeah, don't rush it, dude. Don't rush it. And I think because I let this trade in NIO go a little bit too far. I think what I'm gonna just have to do is if I take a trade right out the gate, and I have to make this distinction in my mind, because it's very important. If I take a trade right out the gate, and it's not working, I just have to exit immediately, right? Like that has to be the stipulation. Like, I cannot let it hang out because obviously my accuracy is just not working. What I do have to be in a second. What I do have to be aware of is that if it does work, like for example in Riot today, if the trade does work, I have to let it play out. So maybe my stop should be closer to break even right now for the beginning of the day, because yeah, my accuracy again is so low. But if the trade is working out, just maybe move my stop to break even or very, very tight stop. So for example, I don't miss out on an opportunity like Riot today. I think that's gonna be the next adjustment I have to make. Honestly, that I think that's gonna be a good adjustment for me. Just really focus on that. Keep tight stops because I lost 500 shares, $500 in this trading Riot, which just didn't have to happen. I got almost stopped out at the high, which is another thing. But yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more relaxed with the stop and maybe increase it since yeah, there was bound to be a pullback. How big? Well, that was to be determined. But it would have been like fucking. You never know, dude. You never fucking know. So next time, better choose better entries. That's point blank. That is point blank what it comes to. So yeah, my goal for tomorrow is gonna be being more patient, tighter stops in the beginning of the day, and yeah, that's it, man. I mean, wait for the setups to play out. I mean, obviously, I didn't wait for those setups to play out in Riot. Although there was like a little bit of discrepancy with MRA and stuff, and this was a great trade. But that's it, dude. How do I fix that? Tight stops in the beginning of the day. Tight fucking stops. If it goes green, if the trade is in the right direction, don't exit. Let it hit the target. Don't. I shouldn't be entering trades if I don't have a target in mind. Leave the trade. Let the trade play out with the target. Put the target. Let it play out. That's it. That's all I have to do, man. The same with PLTR, dude. Like my initial target was okay. I took some partials here, but then I left 500 shares, which was half of my position, and I wanted to get it all the way down here. It almost came, and I exited here, dude. Let it get there. Did it go above R4? No, it didn't. So why the fuck are you exiting? Let it play out. Let the fucking trade play out. That's gonna be my what I'm gonna have to work on for tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. I just want to close. I mean, I will obviously. Who doesn't want to close the week green, right? It would be great. I would have was like 4 days green out of 5 days, which would be great. But what I have to be focusing on is that's it. Entry points, exit points. That's it. Targets, risk management, targets. That's it. I mean, the market is pulling back, having a very decent pullback. But it's not my setup. It's not my comfort zone, so I don't participate in it. Rather go, do my recap, go to the gym, have a good time, come back, study some more, and yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so that was my recap for today. You have a nice day if anybody watches it.